What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Thursday live stream. I try to do this around noon. Today I was unable, so we're doing it about 45 minutes later. No big deal. Let's see who joins us, though. I'm going to pop open the comment window so that I can see who's here with us today. I know I got my regulars. I know I got my regulars here. Excuse me. So today's going to be actually we're going to do something different because I'm kind of practicing exactly how to screen share. I've never done screen sharing on these live streams, but today I was like, you know what, we're going to try something different for the Thursday live stream. Today was kind of a weird week. You know, it was kind of a short week with the holidays. We're already at Thursday. So I was like, why not try something different with my regulars, huh? Let's see who's in here today. We're going to do, obviously, a wristwatch check. We got to do a wristwatch check. And then when we hit around 100 viewers, we'll jump into the meat and potatoes of this episode. Let's see. We got James K., certified T3 bot. All my bots are here right now. Brian LP, Jacory, David Williams, certified T3 bot. Let's see. We got some more of my regulars. Chris Skate, Spiel, Theo Pia. Heck yeah, guys. Zeus is here. Watch Smith, Notification Squad, what's up? James K says, finally something different. This taco says, nice shirt, Jory. Thank you. It's kind of chilly today, but it's sunny, so I figured, you know what? I'll wear a short sleeve. Why not? And I got some hot coffee here as well, with kind of like a Peter Cottontail thing going on. My mom gave me this mug. Drinking some black coffee, of course. How's everyone doing, guys? How was your Christmas? How was everybody's Christmas? We got Don Rossi from Baltimore. What's going on, Baltimore? Andy Murdoch from the UK. ML says, Mr. Time Teller, you rock, man. Keep up the good work. Heck yeah, thank you. Craig says, cold in Atlanta. Connie has a business trip to Atlanta. She has a meeting for 2 days in Atlanta in January. What should she bring? It's gonna be chilly over there, I assume. This is Taco's wearing his grandpa's Tissot. Oh, we're all okay. People are already telling me what they're people are already telling me what they're wearing today. Yeah, well, why not? We got 91 viewers. Let's do a wristwatch check. Why not? Brian LP says that he spent Christmas alone, ordered more Chinese food than he could eat. I feel for you, dude. By the way, you're not alone. I was there with you in spirit, but I was with Connie. And like, obviously, a lot of things are closed down on Christmas and Christmas Eve. So we were eating Chinese food as well. Because kind of what Jews do on Christmas. Upan says he got the Ninja Tuna. I almost said Ninja Turtle. Huge Ninja Turtle fan, by the way, guys. Let's see. We got Sarbo 3.5s. We got a Solar Tuna, but I bet he won. Let's see. Javik is wearing an SNK 009 Pepsi. Peter Williams is wearing the SNK 809 on black leather. Let's see. Ramiro Puente Jr. His Christmas was awesome. His wife got him the Hamilton Pan Europe, and he's wearing that right now. Enjoy. I am wearing my SBVN 031 Tuna on this single. I always get a ton of questions, guys. I don't know who made this. All right, this strap has been with me forever because I don't know. When I was really young, my dad went to an Army Navy store in New Hampshire and found this strap, and we put it on one of my Hamiltons. But it's like not fraying at all. There's no brand on it, so I don't know who made it, but it just looks so cool. So I put it on my tuna. And yeah, looks kind of tough. But okay, we got 123 people in here, And I think now would be the time to kind of get into the meat and potatoes. So, yeah, Seiko Mafia is in full force in the comment section. Hey, can't go wrong, man. I'm definitely a Seiko fanboy on this channel, so I can't make fun of anybody else for wearing a a Seiko. Okay, so we're gonna look into what I am most likely pulling the trigger on in the new year. I'm setting myself up. I am preparing to make 3 purchases. I'll probably end up doing more here and there for the channel, but I kind of have 3 watch goals for 2019. So what I thought would be cool, and I've mentioned some of these with you guys before, I'm actually going to try to screen share. So instead of telling you guys like simply what I'm going to get, I figured I'd show you some pictures. So there's kind of a hole in my collection when it comes to, sound off in the comment section. What are my 2 favorite companies? You guys know my 2 favorite companies. It's Seiko and Rolex, right? Well, there's kind of a hole in my collection because I don't really have a precious metal Rolex currently in there. All right. And I also don't have a 36 millimeter Rolex in there currently. So I was like, you know what? It's either going to be a 2-tone date just 36 mil, or it's going to be a president. And I'm looking at a 36 millimeter president. Let's go ahead and see if I can share this dang screen with you guys. So I don't know if you guys can see it, but let me know in the comments, guys, if you can see it, because I'm very new to I'm very new to screen sharing on YouTube. But yeah, this is most likely what it's going to be. I'm looking to get a 36 millimeter yellow gold date, most likely. Something about the 36 millimeter size. It's not big. It has some pizzazz. It's definitely going to be a bit flashy just because it is yellow gold. But something about the proportions of the 36 millimeter date is kind of understated, especially when we're getting into these big, huge, chunky watches of the future. You know what I mean? There's something to be said about these smaller watches. So, you know, I already have my Rolex 2940, and I love that. That's a very understated piece, very orologically significant piece, especially when we're looking at Agler movements for Rolex. And, you know, my date 1500, that's a very special watch to me. That's my first Rolex ever that kind of set the course for what I'm doing here. My 16800 Submariner, that's a very orologically significant piece as well. Love that watch. Tough. It's aging perfectly. It has the custard patina. Loving it. And then obviously my most recent acquisition, my Explorer 2 16570, and that's kind of my everyday daily tool watch when I'm not wearing my tuna. So I figured this would kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Gets me a precious metal Rolex, and it gets me a 36 millimeter. So I'm yeah, that's kind of the first thing that we're gonna jump into, I think, in 2019. Next watch I want to get in 2019 is something I've also kind of shared with you guys. This I'm very excited about. Okay, this I am very excited about for multiple reasons. One, because I don't have an Orient at all, and I know that my let me look at the comments real quick. Reichel asks, "Did you sell your Submariner?" No, I did not sell my Submariner. Still have it. So okay, so real quick, Orient Triton, super excited because this will be my first Orient. Okay, I do not have an Orient in my collection. I've actually never owned an Orient, and this would just be very, very special to me as a collector, because I think this is probably one of the coolest Orients ever made, and I'm going to get into why in a moment. But also because I know a ton of my viewers have Orients, and they keep asking me about Orients, and they keep wanting me to get an Orient, and I think this would be, I think, a really great place to start. So I think the dial looks incredible from what I can see. I've been looking at these. I think the indexes, how they're applied, it just has a very dynamic dial, especially with that power reserve. I love power reserves. I think they did a very good job with this one. I'm a very big fan of the blue bezel and dial, and I like how the power reserve has a red needle hand. I really like the hands on this watch. I think the bezel looks sharp. I like the offset crown with the little washer there, so it helps you open it. And this watch has a sapphire crystal, guys, and you can find them for sometimes under $500. So I think this would be a really cool way to start my Orient collection. I'd probably take it off the bracelet, maybe put it on like a Cordura strap, and yeah, I think this would be a great everyday watch for me. What do you guys think? Leave me a comment. And okay, so for the final, let me see. Heraclitus says, okay, I suppose I should unsubscribe. I don't like stealth blocking without explanations. I've been polite and respectful. Bye. You're not stealth blocked, dude. I can see your comments, and so can everybody else. Okay. Anyway, ooh, Papa Shark's here. Woo! What's up, Papa Shark? Hope you had a great Christmas, man. Certified T3 bot. He approves. He approves of this message. This is Taco says, my dad wants an Orient as well. Ziggy says durable, desirable diver. Theo PF, dude. Theo PF already called it. The third and final watch we're going to talk about today is the redesigned Snowflake. That's probably that's like that's one of my main goals for 2019 as well. Something about the spring drive complication. I love it. This one's got a threaded crown. It's kind of like a high-tech, better made, higher detailed Oyster Perpetual, if you think about it. I know it's going to set some people off, but give me a break. It's got the date complication. It's got a power reserve. The sharpest features a watch could have probably is on this Grand Seiko. Proportions are great. This is a fun little elegant sports watch. You can definitely dress it up, putting it on a leather strap. And I think this would be just an incredible watch in my collection. I have another hole in my collection. I don't have a spring drive complication. I have a Grand Seiko, don't have a spring drive. So I think I would love to have a spring drive, and I think in a few decades from now, I think this is the watch people are going to be talking about. Remember when Grand Seiko had the Snowflake? Everybody freaked out about it. So that's yeah, definitely would love to have a Snowflake in my collection. So yeah, guys, what do you think about this kind of 2019 outline? This is my game plan. Yellow gold, precious metal 36 millimeter Rolex, most likely the President 36 millimeter. Orient Triton, daily watch, a beater, as some people like to put it. Sapphire crystal, all automatic, really sharp features, power reserve, all for under $500 if you can find them. And a Grand Seiko Snowflake. That spring drive movement, though. Yeah, guys, that's what I'm thinking. So what do you guys think? Sorry, I'm not as interactive with you guys because I was doing the screen sharing, but now I'm back. I want to talk to you guys. Randy says, get some. Get some. Heck yeah, man. This dude, Birol, writes horrible, but he spelt horrible wrong. So that's cool. Idiot. Blocked. Let's see. Jason says, love Orient Starline. Check those guys out, Jory. Yeah, I will. Very elegant, very nice watches. But again, you guys know me. I'm more of like a tool watch guy. That's not always the case. I go in phases, but for some reason with Orient, I want that tool watch. I think it's really, really cool. I think it's a whole lot of watch. And yeah, that's like, I think that's where it's going to go. Papa Shark, who is an avid collector, very, very wise man. He says something hilarious but true. He says, nice 2019 outline. Can't wait for it to change mid-January. He knows that's the way watch collecting goes. You have a plan, things change, you see something else you want. That's pretty much how it goes, guys. People are saying 2020 Creeder Spring Drive. Creeder. Yeah, I'd love a Creeder HE2, man. I would love it. Ziggy says Rolex at 100,000 subscribers. You know what? I will have to do something big if and when we ever get to that point. I will have to do something big to mark that down. Creeder HE2? What do you think about that? That would be nuts, man. That would be nuts. Turval P says perfect lineup for 2019. Approved. Thank you, man. Not so obvious watches. Certified T3 bot says really good plan. Personally, not the Rolex, but can see the appeal. A Grand Seiko or possibly Prospex Spring Drive on my list. Can't go wrong, man. Cannot go wrong. Craig says, gotta run, brother. Be well. Well, you be well, man. Thanks for stopping by. Wasting Time says AirPods in 2019. Oh my God. That's like the new meme, right? You really made it when you got an AirPod. Like I could wear a Rolex, but I have these stupid earbuds, so I'm essentially a peasant. Papa Shark says, I'm planning on a Creeder this year. Ooh, the Shaken Joker watch. Man, I follow him on Instagram. He makes some really impressive watches. Very, very high attention to detail. And he actually shows all the work that he does in the watches. Crazy. He does a Halloween variant too. He did a couple Halloween variants. He did one where it's a jack-o'-lantern, and then he did one where it's Pennywise from It. Turval says 100 SKX giveaway for 100,000 subscribers. Man, that'd be crazy. Jura Pussy JP says, Jory, just came, Jory. What's on your wrist? Tuna. You guys know how it goes. When I just pick, when I just need to get up and go, this thing's always running because it's quartz. So I just throw this on. Shabdo says, La Jolla is awesome. Yeah, we just got back. Filmed an episode for you guys yesterday. Wish I was still there. Beautiful, 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 beautiful area. Loved it. Papa Shark says, rocking some good old American made. Check out Sean Orology. Just got mine. I will. Never heard of them. I'll check them out. Rohan says, do you like Daniel Wellington watches? Not particularly. I've made a few episodes about them. But since I've made those episodes, I've learned a lot more, and I realized you could actually do a lot worse. Movement. Shinola. So, yeah. Jason says, Spring Drive's worth every cent. Jory's on it. Heck yeah, man. Ooh, James does, oof. 1, 2, 3, oof. We kind of just went over the 3 watches I'm going to get in 2019 today. Captain Shaner says, you drinking coffee? If so, what kind? Yes, I am drinking coffee. I drink all my coffee black. I can't show you guys because if I tilt the mug enough, it's just going to pour all over my laptop. But drink my coffee black, and this is a Starbucks holiday blend. They're like Christmassy blend. I was given some packets of it for a gift over Hanukkah, and so I've been making it when I'm in the office, and I love it. Really good. not like smoky, a little bitter, which is what I like. Love it. The only time I drink coffee with anything in it is on Saturday when I have my Vietnamese coffee. But every other time I drink coffee, it has to be black, or else I don't enjoy it as much. Untapped Hip Hops TV says Costco makes the best coffee. I've never had coffee at Costco. I've had a lot of pizza from Costco though. TGV fan 1997 says, how many women are in the watch community? If you're a girl in this live stream, sound off. According to my analytics on Instagram and on YouTube, a very small percentage. I think when I first kind of started, it was literally 1% women. And I think it bumped up to 5%. So not a whole lot of, I don't want to say people of women in the watch community as a whole, but as far as my own audience, and that's kind of the only sample size I can pull from, it's only 5% versus, you know, the rest of you guys. So, yeah, the cool thing is I get more and more women writing to me on Instagram asking about various watches. That's why if you follow me on Instagram, yesterday I posted something about the new Presage Ladies 33.8 millimeter watch because she wanted a recommendation. So I posted that one up. And yeah, I love to see more and more new people coming into the community. I think that's awesome. Frank Stromberg says, only one watch on my list for 2019, Glycine Combat Sub. I'm just reading. If you ever see me stop talking, it's because I'm scrolling up to read the comments here. Papa Shark says, oof, to work. Have a good one. Have a good one, man. He says, T3 bought 5 ever. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Suggestions on an affordable chronograph. Kind of depends on your budget. As far as like truly affordable, I would recommend some variant of the SSC 081 from Seiko. That's one of my all-time favorite chronographs, period. If you that one's solar powered. If you want a mechanical one, I would say go with like a Seagull 1963. I own one of those. Really cool watch. Had it for a while. Still ticking. It is a Seagull. It is Chinese, guys, but okay, it's a great watch. So yeah, both of those watches you can find for, you know, well under $500. They're both kind of in the $300 range. So that's what I would recommend. James K says Jory has to stop and reboot from time to time. It's true. I like, whoop, and then I keep going. Greaves says rocking the Peter Rabbit. Yeah, the big softy man. It's true. My mom got me a little set of these mugs. Love them, love them, love them. Reminds me of when I was a little boy. Ooh, Clapper. Glycine Airman and Hamilton Khaki Mechanical. I approve, man. You will not miss that. You will not regret getting that Khaki Mechanical, I promise. J Choi 213 says pull the trigger on a Seagull 1963. Do it. I honestly think that's a whole lot of watch, and it was a really pivotal watch in my collecting as far as how it translated onto the channel, because I realized that there wasn't at the time a lot of people being honest about that watch. You know, I don't want to say like, oh, before I came around, nobody accepted Chinese watches. No, that's not what I'm saying. It's just that I think people need to get over themselves kind of and understand that, yes, that is a Chinese watch. It's still kind of an enthusiast's watch for sure. Fernando says, you like La Jolla, you must come to Chile, man. Chile! I would love that. I would love that. There's so many places I want to go. There's so many places I want to go, especially after meeting all you guys. Chile would be amazing. Cowboy Swami, what's going on with the super chat? He says, so Sea Star or Seiko Turtle? I like both of those. I personally would go with the Patty Turtle though. I love the Patty Turtle. I think that's cool. I don't have one yet, but um, I would love to get one. So yeah, I would go with the Turtle. Shabdo Music says, "Do you love them more than us?" I don't love anything more than you guys. All right, except for Connie. James K says. James K with the super chat says Cowboy Swami versus Dean. Oh my god. Oh my god. Um, I like Cowboy Swami more than Dean. I'll be honest. Dean's kind of a troublemaker. All right. I'm kidding, guys. You know what though? I am upset with Dean because Dean's missed out on like the last 3 live streams. All right, and he's had to comment after the fact. So Dean, Christmas is over, but you're now on my naughty list. All right. Cowboy Swami, you're on the nice list. Ooh, man. OP 36 or 39 as a one watch. Probably a 36, to be honest. Steve Perez. Jory hates Dean. We're on Team Swami, everybody. We are on Team Swami officially. Confirmed. Milcom says confirmed. Captain Shaner says, would you leave Connie if she became anti-watch all of a sudden? No. I don't. What do you mean by anti-watch? Like she would actively try to deter me from purchasing more? I think that's like everyone's wife though, or significant other. You know what I mean? I think they're always trying to be like, oh, stop spending money on those silly toys or whatever. I'm very, very, very fortunate though that Connie is very proactive, and she's honestly kind of an enabler when it comes to my terrible addiction of watch collecting. So, yeah. Okay, so Captain Shaner says, yes, what if she deterred you from buying watches and said she thought they were stupid? So that would be kind of an issue because of how proactive she is right now. So if all of a sudden she did like a 180 and got really against watches, that would probably be a signal of something going wrong in the relationship overall. So yeah, that would kind of be an issue, but not because she dislikes the watches. It'd be more so because of her sudden change in attitude. Yeah. Brian, Connie is the best enabler girlfriend a watch collector could ask for. Absolutely. Absolutely. James does oof says, if Connie was a watch, what complication would she have? She would have an open heart because she is a sweetheart and I love her. Mr. Shinobi, what's going on, man? Lester says it's Connie or the Seamaster. Connie, easily. I would get rid of all my watches easily for Connie. That's not even a question. Well, as much as I love watches, watches are a thing. So people are much more important than things. Remember that, guys. And believe me, I love things. Okay, I absolutely love things because my whole channel is based upon these superfluous items that are wristwatches. All right, so it's yeah. Cowboy Swami says, why doesn't the SKX have a nickname, or does it? Man, I've never heard of a nickname for the SKX. I know what you mean though, because most of Seiko's divers have some nickname, whether it be associated with an animal or like sumo or samurai. I'm not sure why the SKX didn't. Maybe because it's quite old in design. But then again, so is the tuna. So I'm actually not sure. But to answer your question, I don't think it does, and I don't know why. James, Jory, I love things, Goodman. Ugh, these hypotheticals are getting out of hand. Brian says Connie or the beard. Connie, easily. In fact, she's texting me right now. She sent me a picture of us at La Jolla on vacation. Yeah, James says Connie wins every contest. That's for sure. Papa Shark, thank you so much. Papa Shark's a huge enabler as well. He says $2 more for a creator. Beep boop. Yeah, you guys are absolute enablers. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, man. You rock, Papa Shark. You rock. Laszlo asks SKX or Khaki Field. Very different watches. Very, 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 very different watches. Obviously, one's a diver, one's a field watch. It comes down to versatility, what you do, what you want. Very, very difficult comparison there. Adaptive Common says only watches to buy in 2019. That's very little. These aren't the only watches I'm going to buy in 2019, but these are my main goals. I think every collector, game plans their collection, and I think every collection has certain centerpieces or pivotal pieces, I should say. And yeah, I think Precious Metal, Day Date, Spring Drive, and Orient Triton. I think those are great watches to kind of be not centerpieces, but pivotal pieces in my collection. Jiro Pussy says, I'll repeat, Jory, since you didn't see my last one. Did you comment? Did you comment? This is Taco says, what's Connie's favorite watch of yours? That's a good question, man. Every time I put a different one on, she always goes, ooh, I like this one because blah, blah, blah. She's very cute and aware. She's always aware of which one I've put on. So which one's her favorite? Good question. I need to ask her that and come back to it. You know what? Let me text her and see if she replies during the live stream. Okay, I'm gonna write my live stream wants to know which is your favorite watch of mine. All right, let's see if she replies. She is also currently working right now, so I don't know if she's going to reply in time. But yeah, see, not so obvious watches, certified T3 bot. He says my wife's favorite ones she bought me. So you guys know she's gotten me a lot of watches in my collection. So she might just pick the ones that she got me, which is fine because I love those watches. Brian LP, certified T3 bot, says upgrade from Seiko SKX to either a Sumo or a SBDC 061 or 063. Man, I'm not sure. The Sumo is sick. The thing that bothers me about, I'm trying to think. The Sumo, I like the dial on the Sumo. It's well executed. Let me see something, guys. Hold on. Let me see something. Because it comes down honestly to here's the thing. For the SBDC, the 063 or the 061, do you want more of a vintage look, or do you want kind of more of a modern but still simple look? Right? The Sumo is much more of a modern design, but it's kind of simple. The SBDC, the 063, it's definitely has the proportions of the earlier, not super early, but of some earlier Seiko divers. So let me know, what do you want? It's up to you about like which way you want to go. If you want more of a slightly vintage look, which you're saying, then I would go with the SBDC 063 for sure. That would be my pick. Okay, Connie says, there are so many. I wrote in all caps, choose please. James says, more Connie. We want the Connie. You're a Pussy says, Apple Watch 4 review in 2019. LOL. No. No, I refuse. Well, I won't refuse. If someone brings one to the channel, I'll review it. Okay. Deal. I'll do it. James does 123 says, Jory, were you born charismatic? Because even on your first vid, you were entertaining. Well, I appreciate that. I really do appreciate that. I think if I do have to give myself a compliment, which I will, it's that I actively try to be consistent in any situation. So I don't think I've changed that much throughout life. I mean, hopefully I've progressed in life. Was I born this charismatic? I don't know. I'll say that I'm probably pretty similar. I try to be as consistent as I can while progressing. Now, what I will say is, hopefully, I'm flattered and honored that you love my first videos. Hopefully, my videos have gotten better and progressed. Also, what I'll say is I didn't know how serious this would be. I didn't know if anybody was going to watch the episode, my first episodes, and I swore a lot. I think in that episode alone, I dropped like 4 F-bombs, so I apologize. But yeah, I'm honored that you loved my earlier videos. Hopefully, I've gotten a little bit better as I've become more consistent with the content. Connie has texted me. This is out of left field, guys. Connie chose something. Connie chose 2 that she did not get me. Okay. I'm texting her. Thank you. Love you. Okay. She says it's between the Seiko 6139 and the Rolex Bubbleback. Dang. She didn't get me either of those. She says she likes the vintage look. Also, I'm incredibly impressed that she remembers the reference numbers. Isn't that crazy, guys? Like, she knows more about watches than like some dudes I talk to about watches. Crazy. But yeah, she says it's between the Seiko 6139 and the Bubbleback 2940. She likes the vintage look. Straight from her. So those are her choices. I can see why though. Her whole aesthetic, she likes kind of the older, more weathered look. So James says she knows more than Dean. Cowboy Swami says, does it really matter what watch you buy if it has a standard ETA movement in it? I don't think so, man. I'm not one of these people that hates ETA. What I will say is I prefer Solida over ETA, but I don't think it's no, I don't think it matters if it has a standard ETA movement in it. Shinobi says, seeing a man and his watch on the shelf in the background. My wife got me one for Christmas. Haven't started reading it yet. Is it good? Absolutely. I learned a lot by reading this. I got this for my birthday, my 29th birthday this year. Great book. I still go back and look at it. It's so fun. Really good pictures. Not just pictures, though. Tells you the background of the dudes who wore those really, really prolific watches. Really cool. My buddy Reed Grubrowski says, Connie is a keeper. Theo says, marry her. Absolutely, guys. Way ahead of you. For sure. Adaptive Coleman says, I don't have a girlfriend, so I have more money for watches. Yep. You're probably right. Javier Vega says, did you review all 3 Christopher Ward watches they sent you? No, I reviewed 2 out of the 3. The third one is going to come. Let me see. Hold on. The third one is going to be reviewed on Monday, most likely. So I don't want to do it like every week because then it's just bogged down with the same kind of content. So we are going to review that one next week. N5XTC says, someone take me the name of that book. It's called A Man and His Watch. A Man and His Watch. Great book, by the way. James does oof123 says, I wish I had a girlfriend to love my watches with me. Well, dude, it'll happen. Believe me. There are moments in my life where I didn't think I would meet someone. I think every person goes through that. It's not a big deal. It will happen, I promise you, but you have to be receptive to it happening. If you don't believe it's going to happen, it's not going to happen. If you're open to the opportunity of it happening, it will happen. And I'm not saying like, oh, the universe gives you what you put out, man. All this existential stuff. No, it's just if you don't believe it's going to happen, you're not going to subconsciously take the steps to make it happen. If you believe that it's going to happen, then you subconsciously make certain decisions, right? You autonomously make certain decisions that allow it to happen. So just be receptive to the fact that you'll meet someone and you'll meet someone. Go freaking get it, okay? Get it. Oh my God, you guys crack me up with some of these. William says, I love the bubble back. Ramiro says, my wife always complains with how much I spend on watches, yet bought me an expensive one for Christmas. Alex Wright says, I see you like a lot of air-cooled Porsche 911 posts on Instagram. Ever thought of getting a 911? Think about that about once an hour, at least, about buying a 911. When I decided to sell my Z, I started looking at 911s, almost pulled the trigger on one, decided not to. I could get a whole lot more for the money with that brand new STI. I'm going to, for sure, get a 911, but the time has to be right and I have to do a little more work first. But yeah, do I think about 911s are like, I love 911s. This is Taco 911 or Creeder Aichi. Both. If I work hard enough, then I will be getting both. But again, the Creeder Aichi would probably be a smarter purchase because it pertains to one of my businesses, right? Like the whole Time Teller YouTube channel. So spending money on watches actually makes more sense financially than blowing it on a sports car. But, you know, hopefully in the future, I'll be able to get both. James says, who thinks Jory should be a life coach? Oh, well, I appreciate that, man. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Shabdo says, can you pretend to be a hippie in an episode who loves watches? Yeah, I'm going to bring back more characters in my episodes. I had a lot of fun doing that. I'm reading more comments, guys. Paul Wen says, absolutely love the dial. Thank you, Time Teller. Thank you, man. Reading more comments, guys. Reading more comments. Not so obvious says 911, just 911s or other Porsches. My mate just invested in a classic 944 and it rocks. Pretty much just 911s for me. I'm a huge Porsche buff. I'm a huge enthusiast, I would say. I have a lot of books and stuff about Porsche. Absolutely love the company. However, the front engine Porsches, although significant for sure, are not my thing. I want the the rear engine. I want a rear engine, naturally aspirated, rear wheel drive Porsche. That's what I want. Air cooled, and yeah, that would be ideal. Alex, excuse me. Alex says, I decided on a more affordable 996 myself. Love your new STI. Thanks, man. I love the STI as well. I'm not one of the 996 haters. I understand it had some issues when it was first released because they were moving from air-cooled to water-cooled. That's the first water-cooled Porsche. I get it. A lot of hardcore enthusiasts don't like it because they changed the headlights and they changed it from air-cooled to water-cooled. Blah, 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 blah. I think certain 996s are crazy cool. Like the C4S, really cool, man. Thoughts on the 911 GT2 RS? It rips. It rips. That thing is fast. Although the GT3 Touring is pretty cool. How they kind of took the wing off, and it's a little, I mean, I don't know if you could ever consider that a sleeper, but it's a little bit more of a sleeper. You know what I mean? Bill Staples says, I have a 959. That is dope. Javier says, have you needed to service any of your watches? If so, who did you use? Yes, I service my watches all the time. I go through Westside Watch Service, and they're fairly local. They're here in Los Angeles, in West LA, and they work on all my watches. If you go there, ask for Barry and tell him I sent you. Taco says GT3 has T3 on it. Match made in heaven. Samuel Gonzalez, ever planning to do a review on your car? Yeah, I think that'd be really fun. Probably do that on the Time Away channel. 2019, I'm going to be doing weekly content on that channel as well. Just changed the exhaust on my STI, put on the Borla S-type exhaust on that. And my Jeep, my Rubicon, I mean, that has everything changed to it. So I think that would be a fun review as well. But tell me what you guys think. Calvin says, can you get a Royal Oak? Royal Oaks are slowly growing on me, like the earlier ones. The current ones, especially the chronographs and the offshores, I'm not into. Very basic, simple Royal Oak, I think those are great. They probably should have stopped there. Michael P says, love the channel. So happy to see it grow over the past year. Instant favorite channel, subbed immediately. Keep up the good content, man. See, these comments, dude, makes my day. Thank you so much, dude. It's people, it's you guys, my regulars, that make this so worth it. So thank you guys so much. It means a whole lot to me. You guys rock. Samuel Gonzalez says, you should do a video about how you met your girlfriend, how you and your girlfriend met. Yeah, that'd be awesome. I'd have to bring Connie on to that episode, though. I think she'd have to join us. Connie denied me 3 times when I asked her out. So in business, you have to do a lot of follow-ups to make sales, okay? Follow-up, follow-up, follow-up. The money is in the follow-up. You need to be persistent. And in life, you have to be very persistent. You have to follow up, and you need to be relentless. And yeah, Connie denied me 3 times, but the 4th time, it's been a long time now. She's with me, so yeah, it paid off. People are asking what I'm wearing. Wearing my tuna. This is kind of my daily, like I said, if I need to get up and go, I'll often throw on the tuna because this is always running. It's a quartz, and because this will handle like whatever is gonna happen. Reed says, need more time away. And Paul, my buddy PS Dan, says, little Easter egg in the last video. Yep, people were writing to me asking who the girl was at the end of my last video. Wait until my outro, and then that girl, that's Connie. So for people who have never seen her, she's all over my Instagram. But yeah, like people who are like, who's that girl? That's Connie. That's my girlfriend. She's at the end, very end of my latest video. And people are saying that they want more time away content. I get people writing to me weekly. What about the time away channel? I did a little early sneak peek of that channel this year to see if people would even be interested. I have just under 4,000 subscribers there. People are interested. So definitely I'm going to do more. I'm going to do literally 2019. We're doing weekly videos on that channel. We're going to talk about cars. Connie's going to be on it consistently. We're going to be talking about things I'm interested away from watches. I have so much stuff in my head and in my heart that I want to talk to you guys about, but I don't want to bog down the Time Teller channel because although you guys, like everybody that joins in on my live streams, you guys are my regulars. You guys will talk to me about anything, and I love you for that, and I appreciate it. A lot of the other subscribers like that don't join in here, they literally only want watch stuff, and I understand that. That's, you know, this is a watch channel, so I don't want to bog up the channel's main content with stuff that doesn't have to do with watches. So that's why I think it's better and more fair to have a separate channel. Homer says, "What a beast." You're a beast, Homer. Let's see. Paul Rogers says, "Great to see how the channel has grown. What ideas do you have for 2019?" So for 2019, I'm definitely going to, like, I'm thinking about getting a Bambino for the channel. Like a lot of these watches, I get a lot of questions about that aren't in my personal collection. I'm gonna branch out and get more of those for you guys for sure. I'm going to be doing weekly content on the Time Away channel, and I'm most likely going to be hiring an editor. So hopefully the production goes up as well. We can get some better looking content, some more captivating content for you guys. I'm doing the best that I can right now, but for the Time Teller channel, it's still pretty much only me. So hopefully it gets better in all measures. Different watches we're going to be talking about, better looking content, and then more entertaining content as well on the other channel. Taco says, doesn't get better looking than your beard. Captain Shanner says, "What are your athletic goals for 2019?" Well, I would like to get a promotion in jiu-jitsu. That would be awesome. And then also, I don't know if you guys have noticed, because obviously you don't see all of me. I actually, in the last 4 months, because I've been carb cycling, I actually lost 20 pounds. So, like, I'm in the 230s now, actually. And I hope to maintain my strength, obviously, or get stronger. I don't want to lose strength just because I'm losing weight, and that's the hardest thing about losing weight as a strength athlete. So, yeah, that's a goal as well, to keep progressing on that end. But yeah, I started carb cycling again like 4 months ago, and I've actually lost over 20 pounds. So yeah. Ray says, "Ugh, gotta go back to work. Great show as usual." Thanks, man. Best dress watch ever made? Major Sumpton asks, best dress watch ever made. Probably. I don't own one, but Creeder Aichi 2, man. Oh my god, that's a huge grail watch for me. But but honestly, another answer would be a Cartier tank. I don't think you can do better than a Cartier tank. I think that is, when I think dress watch, that's the watch I think of. So, yeah, that's, you know, that's the quintessential dress watch as far as I'm concerned. Javier says, "If you keep losing weight, you'll become T2." That's funny, man. Okay, that made me laugh. Omar Shahab says, "What's your main occupation?" Oh my God! What? I'm not making fun of you, Omar, but once every live stream, someone asks me uh, what I do for a living. You got to look at the comment section, guys. Okay. Also, real quick, for 2019, one of my goals is to make merchandise. We're gonna start selling more like merchandise on the channel. People ask me, "Oh, we want straps, we want T-shirts, we want like hats and stuff." We're gonna be doing that. And one of the shirts and hats that I'm gonna be making is about this question that I get all the time, and it's become an inside joke on the channel. Um, what do you do for a living? Ramiro says, "Go see Bumblebee. Aquaman sucked." Yeah, I was not planning on seeing Aquaman. I saw some of the previews, and it looked like a student project. The acting was not great. Brian answered the question. Uh, Brian answered the question. Business consultant. I'm a business consultant. Um, Not so obvious says, please don't do bands. Just too obvious. Well, I'm not going to do just simple stuff. It's actually going to be curated stuff that I would want to sell, right? So, for instance, pretty much the only NATO straps, like two-piece NATO straps that I use right now, are from Wrist Candy Watch Club. The stitching is just pristine. They're the proper length for bigger wrists and smaller wrists. You can tuck them in. So if I could somehow do a deal with them to like bring you straps that I design or something, I don't know. There's a lot of things that I'm thinking about, but those straps are pretty much the only two-piece NATO straps I use. Um, Brian says beard grooming kits. Yeah, maybe stuff like that. That'd be hilarious. My own beard oil, T3 beard oil. That'd be hilarious. Calvin says, "Will your channels ever be sponsored by Movement? They sponsor lots of watch style on YouTube." No, never. They could not afford me, honestly. Unless they paid me like an exorbitant amount of money to have me break one of their watches on camera. That would be great. And I could be like, "This is sponsored by Movement. Two broke kids in a college dorm." And then just destroy their watch on camera. That'd be great. And they're also ripping off like Cartier and Tiffany jewelry now. If you look at their, I'm not trying like, if you look at their designs, okay, it looks very similar to Cartier and Tiffany jewelry for females. I'm not trying to be libelous, I'm not trying to be slanderous. If you look at their stuff, it's very close to what Tiffany and Cartier sell. That's all I'm gonna say. Eddie with the super chat, thank you. He says, "Love your channel, always focused on Omega, Zenith, and even JLC, because I love movements more than anything. Any others I should focus on?" Well, those are three really great companies. Are you looking at chronographs? You could be looking at dress watches, sports watches with those companies. If you want a chronograph, I would say either Omega or Zenith. If you want, like, I love the El Primeros. Really impressive watches, really fun chronographs. If you want something a little maybe more common, Omega Speedmaster for sure, and a watch on my list for sure is the JLC Reverso. So, I don't think you can go wrong with any of those companies that you've listed there. Again, maybe look into Grand Seiko. I think they have some of the most impressive finishing and detailing out of any company ever. So I'd say look into those as well. Tony says, "I'd break their watches for free." Yeah, I would too. Don't get me wrong. But if they wanted to pay me to do it, I mean, Illuminati says T3 multi-purpose oil. Works with watch movements, cars, and beards. Oh my god, that is hilarious. Brian says, what do you think about the new BMW 8 Series? I'm not a BMW, guys. I'm not a BMW guy. I'm going to be totally honest with you. Between the M's and the AMGs, I would go AMG all day long. I know. It's going to upset some people. Watchland says he just recently got an Ocean Crawler Core Diver and he's loving it. Dude, great watch. Really cool company. Spoken to those guys, really nice dudes. They make good watches. Targa says one all-around watch, work, play, formal. Which one? Seiko Alpinist. Alpinist or like a Rolex date. In my collection, Rolex date, honestly. Work, play, formal. Boom. That's how it is, man. Andrew Henman says Mercedes and standard transmissions don't go hand in hand. That's true. They don't offer sticks, which is a huge bummer. Yeah. Reed says, do you want research on Mont Blanc? Yeah, I would love to learn more about Mont Blanc. I think they make good watches and great pens. They use Mont Blanc pens. Miguel Fernandez Mendo says, hey, I'm new to your channel and watches in general. I went with your suggestion and got a Seiko SNK 809 as my first watch, and I love it. One thing, I found an old Connie at home. Do you know this brand? I don't. I do not know that brand. Don Gray says STI versus Evo. Obviously STI. James does oof123 says, when did you start growing your beard? I started shaving when I was like in 6th grade, so. Guys, I am pretty much done with my coffee. We've been here for almost an hour, I think. But thank you so much, my regulars, for joining me on this Thursday live stream. I think this might be the last Thursday live stream of the year. Last Saturday, I said that would be the last Saturday live stream of the year. I don't know if I'm going to jump on this Saturday. Let me know what you guys think, if I should jump on Saturday or not. But either way, if I don't see you guys before the new year, I love you guys. I hope you have an amazing new year. Let's end this year strong. Let's get done what we have to get done, and let's push forward in 2019. I think it's going to be a great year. Yeah, you guys heard the 3 watches that I'm really looking forward to getting. Let's do this. Let's do this one more time. Let's do this one more time for you guys. I am. Check it out. So that's actually the SBDC that I was showing you guys. So looky here. Rolex President, yellow gold. Okay, I want a yellow gold 36 millimeter Orient Triton, and then it's Seiko Snowflake. Sure. The redesign, not. Oh, that's a Presage, but yeah. So that's it, guys. Those are my 3. Those are my 3 picks. Taco says goodbye, Jory Time Lord. All right, guys. Happy New Year. I love each and every one of you guys. Remember, let's finish up this week strong. Let's finish up this year strong. Do something that makes you a bit uncomfortable. All right. If you need to talk to a girl and you've been scared to do it, guys. End this year strong. All right. Don't be worried about what happens. Get it done. All right. Get what you want done. Don't wait for the new year to start what you need to do. Start it now. I'm starting my goals now. So should you. Get a little uncomfortable. All right. Do it. And Tell someone you love them. All right, tell someone you love them today. I'm going to start this off. I love you guys, each and every one of you. You've made 2018 amazing, and you're making 2019 already amazing for me. So thank you guys. I love you. Tell someone else you love them. Have a good one. Happy Thursday. I'm Jory Goodman, the time teller. Always remember, I didn't invent time. I just tell it. All right. Happy New Year, guys. I love you.